On behalf of the Pro Bono Federation and Institution as well as on behalf of the Colorado Republican Ethics Committee, we believe that David Arnold, President Member of Mountainside Homeowners Association, also known as Mountainside HOA, is behaving as a for-profit Colorado nonprofit engaged in tax evasion. We believe Mountainside President David Arnold is involved in racketeering and money laundering crimes against the state of Colorado and its senior citizens. This is manifested by financial crimes against Mountainside HOA's own homeowners in acts of real estate identity theft and election fraud, thus violating Colorado Revised Statutes 18-4-401 and Federal USC Title 18, Section 1961. Through egregiousness and misrepresentation, we believe that David Arnold as Mountainside HOA board member and Summit Resort Group have engaged in and violated Colorado Revised Statutes 18-5-802 regarding equity skimming through real estate title fraud, identity theft and conversion of stolen title transfers. And we also believe that Summit Resort Group with Mountainside HOA President David Arnold has engaged in quote fixing, undermining criminal prosecutions by withholding evidence or failing to appear at judicial hearings, for bribery or as a personal favor to protect real estate fraud, to engage in equity skimming, and real estate title fraud and identity theft regarding Summit County, Colorado Real Estate Schedules 1102273 and Schedule Number 4008603. And through audits of United Water and Sanitation's public accounting books, there exists proof of over $250 million in real estate and water rights embezzlement through extortion and bribery by Summit Resort Group and Mountainside HOA. And we believe strongly this violates Colorado Revised Statute Section 18-3-207. And there is compelling evidence that in associating with the private political party United Water and Sanitation, David Arnold with Summit Resort Group have acted in malice, and acted in retaliation against senior citizen homeowners, specifically, those of which are Mountainside condominium owners and homeowners. The criminal modus operandi is to steal senior citizens' land and steal water rights by identity theft and extortion, utilizing election fraud. These senior citizen clients are discriminated against and victimized by the real estate crimes of fraudulently appropriating land rights through $0 title transfers, violating laws set forth by the Department of Housing and Urban Development. By utilizing racketeering techniques against diminutive senior citizens, Mountainside board member David Arnold and the real estate racketeering company Summit Resort Group tries to create distress for its clients in an attempt to steal their real estate rights by embezzlement. We believe that David Arnold and Summit Resort Group are part of a greater RICO and racketeering real estate laundering pyramid scheme. We believe that Mountainside Board President David Arnold and Mountainside HOA uses criminal real estate racketeering techniques to retaliate, menace, defame, to slander, cyber attack, and to libel those real estate clients who have been victimized by their $0 title transfers, with no transfer tax paid as a form of tax evasion. Through witness testimony and multiple surveys and reviews of Summit County, Colorado and Mountainside HOA, we believe that board member David Arnold and the management company Summit Resort Group retaliates against its victims, violating USC Section Title 18, Section 1961. And the Summit Resort Group engages in RICO schemes, along with the Summit County Association of Realtors, and engages other associate real estate associates, like white-collar gangs, to infiltrate and defraud their very own clients who are also business owners who have primary residence real estate managed by David Arnold and the Summit Resort Group. Mountainside HOA is intentionally abusive to its homeowners and behaves with discriminatory acts of malice. We also believe that Mountainside HOA board member David Arnold and partner management company Summit Resort Group has grossly influenced multiple cancellations of the Frisco, Colorado municipal elections in 2018, as well as negatively impacting the Mountainside homeowners' elections in 2024 and again in 2025, due to voter intimidation of Summit Resort Group against its own real estate management clients. With both surveys and witness testimony, we believe there is strong evidence that David Arnold intentionally defrauds homeowners through misrepresentation, violating HUD rules against discrimination. We protest that the Mountainside HOA does not exist in the Better Business Bureau database, with only Summit Resort Group representation, so as to keep false immunity from having legitimate racketeering complaints filed with the Better Business Bureau and immunity from district court, as we have strong evidence to believe that Mountainside HOA behaves as a front for drug-related cartel organized crime making real estate investments. And as the Colorado Republican Ethics Committee, we also believe Mountainside board member David Arnold and management company Summit Resort Group holds their real estate clients in a false light while embezzling their clients' real estate titles, as is evidenced in Summit County, Colorado Real Estate Schedules 110, 2273 and Schedule Number 4008603. You will see a fraudulent title transfer to United Water and Sanitation, a Colorado private political party and special district embezzling land on behalf of international cartels involved in water special districts. It is obvious that David Arnold and the Summit Resort Group intentionally are behaving in an obstruction of justice violating CRS-18-8-102 by retaliating against those homeowner clients who complain about real estate fraud to their title, and retaliating against those homeowners who complain about election fraud, and complain about drinking water contamination by United Water and Sanitation, at an HOA level and small town municipal election level at AUS Headwater. We believe that Mountainside HOA board members are violating CRS 18-4-401 as David Arnold has bribed local officials in Frisco, Dillon, and Summit County, Colorado to obstruct justice. And we believe that David Arnold and Summit Resort Group victimizes those involved in their land frauds and identity theft land transfers for $0 with no transfer tax, in collusion with cartel-backed United Water and Sanitation. The private political party United Water and Sanitation, who engaged in land fraud, is missing from TurboTax regarding Colorado special districts while holding stolen land titles at the same time from Mountainside HOA. This represents a computer crime, violating CRS 18-5.5-102 Section 1A, committed by Mountainside board member David Arnold. And after multiple surveys and witness testimony, we believe strongly that this real estate fraud represents over $250 million of real estate title theft, as is demonstrated in Summit County Real Estate Schedule 110, 2273, and Schedule Number 4008603 missing from TurboTax special districts. This is all land titles stolen by United Water and Sanitation Special District, a private political party. And we believe that David Arnold is using the Summit Resort Group and Mountainside HOA as a repository for international organized crime, drug cartel money and tax evasion in the Mountainside Homeowners Association, through United Water and Sanitation, holding the conventional senior citizens of Mountainside Homeowners Association hostage to real estate title fraud. And as a front for cartel-based real estate and organized crime, David Arnold has engaged in violations of the Corporate Transparency Act by engaging in Mountainside Homeowner Association election fraud to conceal real estate skimming against its clients, and has violated 18 U.S. Code Section 35 by imparting or conveying false information through their various agents, to defraud the Corporate Transparency Act and insurance companies, who quietly represent clients who have experienced real estate title identity theft. In an example of cartel geopolitics with United Water and Sanitation, a private political party with Mountainside HOA, there is contaminated water, poison water contamination delivered by United Water and Sanitation. In order to hide land fraud with their cash investments, David Arnold has engaged in voter intimidation within the Mountainside Homeowners Association. And we have proof that Mountainside and the management company Summit Resort Group has also engaged in bribery to cancel the 2024 Summit County, Frisco, Colorado municipal elections, where the Mountainside Homeowners Association is located, violating 18 U.S. Code Section 594 for intimidation of voters. We strongly believe that Mountainside President David Arnold is coordinating real estate investments into Mountainside HOA condominiums and houses, with the Sinaloa Cartel and the Jalisco Cartel, and Tren de Aragua through United Water and Sanitation Special District. This has resulted in the double bogus mis-mapping of Mountainside HOA in Frisco and double-mapped in Breckenridge, Colorado as a cybercrime against the state of Colorado. And as an example of negative geopolitical influence, the multiple $0 land transfers in Frisco, Colorado has resulted in breaking the Google Search Maps database, which is connected to the Colorado GIS database, and Hunter Circle is erroneously double-mapped in Frisco, and also a second bogus Google map shows the street Hunter Circle mapped in Breckenridge, Colorado, which is a completely different town. This double mapping of cities mapped to the Mountainside HOA violates 18 U.S. Code Section 35 by imparting or conveying false information, due in part to $0 land and water rights transfers to drug cartels. According to the Department of Justice at their website, the double bogus mapping of Frisco as Breckenridge, Colorado is a cyber attack against the state of Colorado. We believe this instance of Google search results double mapping is due to Mountainside President David Arnold with Summit Resort Group engaging in real estate fraud, and Mountainside HOA board members bribing Frisco and Dillon town officials for malfeasance, so as to hide the real estate embezzlement behind the broken Google Search Maps database. And we believe this is an example due to Mountainside board directors' direct involvement in embezzling other real estate titles on Hunter Circle as a Mountainside HOA board director, and then falsely registering the real estate title schedule and registration numbers. And we protest that the Mountainside HOA board in collusion with David Arnold and the Summit Resort Group is obstructing justice in federal court where the Federal Department of Justice is litigating Google for antitrust, as is demonstrated in Federal Case 1:20-CV-03010. As Mountainside HOA president, we believe that David Arnold has obstructed justice regarding immigration and IC, in order to protect cartel real estate investments within Mountainside HOA. Upon investigation, Mountainside HOA appears to use an extensive illegal immigrant labor force coordinated by real estate professionals who are also Mountainside board members. We believe Mountainside HOA President David Arnold has continued to obstruct justice during the 2025 IC raids into Frisco, Colorado, giving sanctuary to illegal immigrants for profit. With our current survey and witness testimonies, we believe that David Arnold has been involved with fixing the Mountainside HOA 2025 elections to hide land real estate fraud and drug cartel money laundering. We pray that Mountainside HOA Summit Resort Group and its board members should be investigated, audited, and prosecuted. We strongly believe that HOA President David Arnold, Mountainside HOA board members and Summit Resort Group, and the private political party United Water and Sanitation, including their cartel agents, should be investigated by the FBI, audited and prosecuted under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act.